Hi, welcome to Singles Pursuing Purpose, and I am Lemoy. Wherever you are joining me from today, I am super excited to have you share with me in this journey. And so today, I will be talking about the beauty of singleness. Yes, there is a beauty and there is a blessing in being single. And we're going to explore 5 points together. So, point number one, get to know you. I think at the heart of getting to know you is getting to know who God is. After all, He is your creator and He is the author of everything that concerns you. So, getting to know God means building a relationship and spending quality time with Him. And as you build that relationship with God, it will be a great place, a great foundation for you to explore and understand who you are and define your identity in Christ, not as the world sees you, but who you are as a person in Christ. Getting to know you, it's all about identifying what are my likes, what do I really like, what are some of the things that I dislike. Getting to know you, you're able to establish your values. What are the things that are valuable to me? What are some of the things that I will not compromise? What are my pet peeves? What are those things that make you tick? Getting to know you allow you to understand and identify what is my passion and what is my purpose. And when is a better time to explore this? When you are single. I think exploring who you are, it's an exciting journey, and I want you to start today. Point number two, develop yourself. Now that you're single, it is time for personal development. Is there something that you're passionate about, but you realize that you really don't have the tools that you need to perfect that art? Maybe you're passionate about cooking, but you cannot even cook to save your life. But you're passionate about this thing. Now is the time to grab a few lessons. With a few lessons, you may be able to get to where you want to be. Maybe you want to write that book, but you don't have the tools. Find someone who could help you. Maybe what you need to develop, you will have to go back to school. But whatever it takes, my friend, make sure that you spend time to invest in you. Some of the talents and the skills that God has given to us, it requires us to develop those skills. And so, my advice to you is that perfect your art, perfect that which you are passionate about. Number three, get out of debt. Yes, I know that's a very, very big one, but just as how we spend time analyzing or emotional health, analyzing am I healthy or am I not healthy, I think that we should take just as much time exploring and analyzing our financial debts. I think that it's a big mistake that so many individuals make, and I don't want us as singles to make the same mistake, is to wait until we are located by our destiny partners that we start thinking about that, hey, I'm in debt. Now is the time to ensure that you get out of debt. So, do you have student loans? Do you have car loans? Do you have personal loans? Ensure that you create an action plan. Put a plan in place. How is it that I am going to make my repayment? What do I need to do? Do I need to cut back on my spending? What is it that you need to do? And I think this will look differently for each of us, but ensure that you put the plans and the proper strategies in place to get out of debt. And I think that takes us to number four, where we talk about setting realistic goals. Setting goals is important. That is how you're going to get from point A to point B. And so I categorize my goals under three categories: one, immediate goals; two, short term goals; and three, long term goals. So let's look at the immediate goals. Immediate goals are the things that require your attention in the now. So putting them off for tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks from now is not going to work. They require your attention right here, right now. And what are some of those things? Maybe getting healthy, maybe start living a healthy lifestyle. It starts today. That is not something that we put off for next week, because if we're not healthy, we will not be able to live the life that God has for us. We won't be able to do that. So we want to make sure that if it's healthy that we want to get healthy, we do it now. Maybe ignoring our credit card bills, not responding to our creditors. If we continue that, very soon we're going to be in deep, deep trouble. So ensure that your immediate goals are things that you are addressing in the now. And so let's look at our short-term goals. I think short-term goals are goals that give us a little bit more time to be grounded about, maybe from now until the next 8 months. And so what are some of the things I would consider to be short term? Maybe trying to identify a new job. Maybe you want to start a side hustle or a business on the side, whatever you call it. Maybe you want to start writing your book. That is something that you could think about, that this is what I need to do in the short term. Then let's look at our long-term goals. I know that we all have great things that we want to do in the future. So long-term goals, they are more futuristic. So maybe you want to get married, maybe you want to have kids, maybe you want to buy a house. So these are things that I would put on my long-term goal list. So these are things that I need to be working on for in the long term. But one element that I would say is common in all three categories of goals is having an action plan. If we just think about these goals, or we just write them down and we don't have a plan of action as to how we're going to get there, then it makes no sense. So for each of these goals, you need to have an action plan as to how you're going to get there. And last but not least, pursue your purpose. My friends, now that you are single, in your season of singleness, it's time to get your hands moving. It's time to perfect your craft. It is time to pursue your purpose. Now is the time for you to do what is it that God really has created you to do. And I want to remind you that in pursuing purpose, or in pursuit of purpose, it is nothing that is selfish. As you think about pursuing your purpose, think about, how can I utilize the gifts that I have to be of service to humanity? How can I utilize my gift to bless someone else, as you think about pursuing purpose? So my friends, I don't want you to see your period of singleness as a burden. I want you to see it as a period of blessing. I want you to see it as a period of preparation. You are preparing for your next stage. For those who want to get married, because I know for some individuals it's a choice. Singleness is a choice. So whatever or wherever you are in your journey, I want you to embrace it. I want you to embrace your journey and make that step to empower and improve yourself. I believe that you can. I know that you can. And I want you today to do what you need to do to get into action, to pursue your purpose. So my friends, let's be happy in our period of singleness. So until we meet again, walk good.